Hey guys, welcome back to today's discussion about love. How much do you love yourself? This is part two of the discussion, so if you missed part one, you need to go back and watch part one first and then tune back in to part two. So now that we've discussed, I've been freshened up, don't you know? Don't you know all it takes is some soap and water, shampoo and conditioner, and some Vaseline? But also, since I've had time to relax, my eyes need assistance. So here we have my handy dandy eyeglasses, which I have worn since I was 3 years old. Yep, I have been four-eyed ever since, and all of that is a part of the struggle that I had to endure. But nevertheless, I am older now. I actually love wearing glasses. I have a few pairs because I think that they're super fly, and the more pairs you have, the more you can coordinate. Yeah? But anyway, I'm moving off topic. Back to the discussion. So now that we've spoken about the way people see you and the way you see yourself on a physical level, let's talk about your identity as a person. Who do you say that you are? What does that mean? When you hear the word identity, how do you identify? That's where we're going to have to start if we're going to get to a point of acceptance. Now, I do understand that as far as accepting yourself goes, there are a few things that play into that. Some of us, thank God or thankfully, are born into families where there's a lot of love and there's a lot of acceptance and support and reassurance and reinforcement of just how valuable each person in that family is. And God bless you. God bless you. But some of us are also born into families where it's not so consistent, the support, and also there may be some ridicule. Some of us have parents that are very strict disciplinarians, and their main focus is placing us on the straight and narrow path. Yeah, they're not very concerned with how we feel. They're more concerned with what we do and how we present ourselves to the public on their behalf. And nothing is wrong with that requirement of our parents. I'm very grateful for that requirement, actually. It's shaped me into the woman that I am today. But children require reassurance just as much as adults do. And so what you find that happens is that we grow up to be the adult version of our childhood selves. So as a child, we probably were told that we're disgusting, we're too talkative, we're rude, disruptive. Never really hearing many positive things about ourselves, such as you're valuable, you're worthy, you're beautiful, I love you, I'm proud of you. The world is a better place because you're here. I think these are statements that our parents and those persons that are responsible for our upbringing take for granted just a tad, and some really don't feel that way, so they can't express it. And so, like I was saying, we grow up to be adult versions of the children who believed all those negative things. So I'll just use myself as an example. I've been told that I was rude, which in some ways, I was, because I talk back. I always was inquisitive. I always had a mind of my own. So it doesn't matter who spoke to me, whether it was an authority figure or not. I always had something to say or ask. So in that sense, I can't disagree. But in other senses, I wasn't rude. I was outspoken. I've been told that I talk too much. Once again, what does that even mean? I've been told that I was nasty because I was messy. What child isn't? I mean, okay, I take that back. I know some are neat, but I mean, come on. And I've been told a lot of things about myself that just were not true. They were temporary, they were not who I was, they were just things that I did. but I was assigned an identity based on those things. And as an adult, I had to unlearn those things. You wouldn't know that you believe them, as a child you defy those things, but you hear it so much that guess what? It gets into your subconscious. And as an adult, if you're not aware or mindful of the things that have infiltrated your system, you carry them out. Fun fact, you might think that loving yourself is all about you, but learning to love yourself also is going to improve your relations with other people. So you may or may not have encountered someone, whether it was in your work or just in your life, who treated you unkindly. They just didn't seem to like you very much, and you just didn't know why. You didn't do anything to your knowledge, but they just seemed to be unhappy with you, and you suffered a lot of maltreatment at their hand. Those are the people who don't love themselves. Those are the people who have trouble accepting themselves. So because I know this is true of myself, I'm going to project this onto other people. Those are the people who need healing the most. Those are the people who need love the most. Those are the people who need support the most. And there's so many influences that help to shape how you see yourself, whether or not you think you're valuable. And it's very important to look within and not be motivated or driven by outside influences. We are all different. We all have different personalities. We come from different backgrounds. Though we are similar in a lot of ways in terms of our heritage, as an individual, it's very important that you identify what makes you unique, and not only identify it, but at some point you have to take inventory of all the things that are unique about you. So for instance, I'll tell you what I love about myself. I love my smile, I love my laugh, I love my sense of humor, I love my outlook. I see things in a creative way, different to what would be normal or expected. I love my feet. I have a foot fetish. And now that I've been gymming, I have to say I'm growing to love my body, especially my legs. I love my intellect. I love my big heart. And I just am appreciative of all that I have, all the gifts that God has given me. So after having watched this video, can you say how much you love yourself? Do you love yourself? And if you don't, take some steps towards that goal. Because a love for self is going to yield an understanding of your purpose. It's going to yield an appreciation for all your gifts, whether they are small or large. And when you get to the point where you really appreciate the gifts that you have, small or large, that's when your value can never be denied. Thanks for watching. I hope this message has shown you ways in which you can love yourself more than you already do. See you next week, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.